I'm going to double tap in the bottom right hand corner because I want to go back to the menu and change some selections.
Main menu. Play button.
Right swipe once.
Settings button.
Select with a double tap.
Settings menu. Drag or flick button.
I'm going to switch.
Selected. Flick.
I'm going to switch to a drag.
Drag or flick menu. Drag button.
Select with a double tap.
Selected. Flick.
Okay, my choices are drag, flick, open sounds and flick, and back to settings. So if I'm teaching a new student how to use this app, I may choose open sounds and flick. Open sounds lets me run my finger across the cards and each card will tell me what the sound is so I can learn the location of that card and hear the sound. This will help students learn how to match without having to turn the cards over. Now I'm going to select drag, so I'm going to double tap on drag.
Selected. Drag.
I'm going to flick right to get back to settings.
Flick button. Open sounds and flick button. Back to settings button.
Double tap.
Settings menu. Drag or flick button.
And this time,
Selected. Drag.
I'm going to go down and turn the screen curtain on so I cannot see the cards. I could go in and change the sounds. There's animal sounds, weather sounds, different types of sounds too. But for this, I'm just going to change
Sound.
it.
Black curtain button. Selected. Off.
I'm going to double tap.
Black curtain menu. On button.
I'm on the on
Selected.
button,
Off.
and I'm going to select it.
Selected. On. Off. Back to settings button.
Going to go back to settings.
Settings menu. Drag or flick button. Selected. Drag.
Now I could change the number of cards. For a beginner student, I might only want to have 2 sets of matching cards, so 4 cards. Or I might decide to make it more challenging by adding more cards. I'm going to swipe down to get to OK.
OK button.
Double tap.
Main menu. Play
I'm going to
button.
play a new game by double tapping.
The Ballylanders matching grid is 2 rows, 3 columns.
Start to drag when I say now. Now.
So now I cannot see what's on the screen, but I know it's 2 rows, 3 columns, and I can drag my finger across.
Row 1, column 1.
I'm just dragging.
Row 1, column 2. Row 1, column 3.
So now I know the top left is row 1, column 1. The top right is row 1, column 3. Let's go to bottom
Row
left.
2, column 1.
Row 2, column 1 is in the bottom left.
Row 2, column 2.
It's in the middle bottom
Row 2, column 3.
and the bottom right corner. So I'm going to drag my finger up to the top
Row
right,
1, column 1.
and I'm going to double tap to hear what the top, the top left, not the right, top left. Okay, so I have bells. I'm going to go to the
Row
middle
1,
of the screen.
column 2.
Row 1, column 2. I'm going to double tap and see what that one is. Oh, those 2 match.
Yes.
So now those 2 are gone. If I drag my finger back to the top left,
Row 1, column 1.
I hear the whistle, which means it's an empty space.
Row 1, column 2.
It's an empty space.
Row 1, column 3.
I'm going to select by double tapping. There's the squeaky. I'm going to drag down
Row
bottom
2,
left.
column 1.
Oh no.
And that's the helicopter. So I now know the top right, or row 1, column 3, is the squeaky sound. Bottom left, row 1, column 1, is the helicopter sound.
Row 2, column 2.
I'm going to select. That's a helicopter sound. So I'm going to go back to the bottom
Row
left.
2, column 1.
Row 2, column 1, and I'm going to select that one. And that's a match.
Yes.
So I'm going to start with my finger on the bottom left. I know that's empty. I'm going to drag to the middle.
Row 2, column 2.
I'm going to drag to the
Row
right.
2, column 3.
Row 2, column 3 is the squeaky, and I'm going to drag up to row 1,
Row
column
1,
3,
column 3.
and select.
Oh, yes. Hooray!
Your score is 133 points.